What's going on? Today we're at Pettibone Park in Crosse, Wisconsin, and we're going to be playing the Boneyard Open layout. It's a special 21 hole layout. See the nice water here at Pettibone. The course doesn't play over water around it that much, but pretty wooded, relatively short. There are some combo holes. Actually our second hole will be a combo, kind of par 4 in the woods, so there's some cool unique shots here. I've played here quite a bit in the past. I don't get here very often anymore, but I have played this layout 2 or 3 times, can't remember, so I have a pretty good idea what I'm going to be doing. But here we are at hole 1, so let's jump into it. Hole 1, this is the normal hole 1. It's just over 300 feet. There's a couple different gaps. There's like a left side they can throw a forehand or a turnover on, and then kind of a tighter right side. I'm going to go left turn over the keystone. Pretty good, just a little left. Our second hole is a combo. It's playing regular 2 to 3s basket, which for our shot shape, it's kind of a S-curve forehand. There's really a lot of trees in the way. You kind of got to get lucky, but I'm trying to work the disc left and then kind of finish soft so it lands in the middle of the fairway of hole 3. I'm actually going to go rive, flex forehand, and see if this works out. I don't think I mentioned it, but it's about 500 feet, a little over, and it's par 4. It was gonna finish to the right, but it hit a tree and kicked it right back in the middle, so perfect. As we're walking, this is the corner, so this is where we're trying to beat and get through, so that's why I'm throwing a flex, and I'm trying to get back into the fairway through this gap on the straight ahead, I guess, coming at it from the left. So it's a very tight landing zone, so you kind of got to get a little bit lucky, but we landed right in the middle, so super lucky. We're probably like 100, 150 out. I'm gonna go Makana, little turn over to the back. Oh, we got super lucky. We actually skipped off the top. I don't know how that happened, but. Third hole is 200 feet. Just kind of a straight tunnel. Just throw it straight. I got my Makana again. Off by a couple feet right. Our fourth hole is 340 feet. It goes straight and then around the corner to the right. Pretty hard. It's hard to get a backhand there because the ceiling's pretty low. So I'm actually going to go forehand and hope for a skip to get over there. So we're going to go Pioneer. I thought I was a little early on the corner, but it actually is good. Fifth hole is 340 feet. Usually there's a Mando that makes you go into the woods over here, makes you go to the right. They took away the Mando for the tournament, so you can go up the road. You just got to be careful of the cars. But because the Bassett's actually over there, usually you can't get to it because you have to go weird route. Now we can actually go straight at it. So 340, I'm gonna go Keystone, throw it at the road high and let it turn, because there's actually some trees that block kind of over the road a little bit, so you got to get around them. Ooh. It's also a weird tee box because it's designed to go that way. Yeah, that's pretty good, just a little short. So this is our sixth hole, 300 feet, just dead straight. We're gonna go Keystone again. There's a weird OB up by the basket on the left, so we're gonna try to stay to the right. Good distance, just a little right. Well, let's not do that again. Hole 7, 220 feet. Again, there's a couple gaps you can pick. I like the straight gap. I'm just going to throw the Makana and hopefully just go dead straight. This one, there is a road, like a path road behind it that's out of bounds. It comes up pretty quick. If you give it an ace run, it usually goes out of bounds, so got to kind of land soft too. That's great. You can see what I mean here. I thought I was like right here, and all of a sudden I'm almost out of bounds in the road, so gotta make the putt. Hole 8, this is usually hole 9, but there's a road on the left side that's out of bounds, on or over. This one's about 500 feet. I can't remember if they're playing the Mando, but I usually don't come close to it, but it's making you come left. Just keep out of the woods over there. But there's a smart play, which I might do in the tournament, which is just go like putter, mid-range up the middle, land in the fairway, pitch up again. But we're gonna have some fun today. We're going Ballista Pro. We're going to try to Anheuser over the road the whole time and hopefully flex out at the end and try to get a 2. I've only done it twice, and they were both like 70 plus feet out, so it's not likely. I have put it within 30, but I missed that putt. So let's try to do it today. So bad. I'm not even gonna advance it. That's just so bad. I'm gonna play my smart play. That's so dumb. Alright, this is a lesson. Just do that. Alright, we're about 150 out from our second. I should have just waited. I wanted to rush it before that guy was running by, but again, don't be an idiot. Just wait. Okay, well, it's gonna be a big number. All right, this is our 9th hole. It's actually another combo. It's playing regular 11 to 12's basket, which there's a road over there that's about halfway that plays as a river. So we're trying to lay up short of it and then go across through some trees, depending on where you land on your drive, obviously. It's just under 600 feet. I think there's 2 good plays, well, 3, I guess. Kind of a straight putter mid-range and just laying straight, or a forehand through the straight gap and finish to the right, which actually has the biggest gap over there. Or there's a low backhand on the right side. I just don't really like that, because if you do hit early, you can't really recover. Whereas if I kind of mess up there, I can recover a little bit easier. I'm just gonna go straight keystone and just try to go dead straight and then figure it out up there. Try to throw it about 300 feet. Cut it in half. Okay, yep, it's great. So you can see the basket up over there. I'm actually going to take this left side on a turnover. Probably could do a forehand, might be easier, but I'm just trying to minimize forehands right now. But we're probably about 200 out. Yeah, maybe a little further, maybe 250. But we're going to go Makana turnover. Even though we shanked that approach, we still have a putt for probably close to 60 feet. So let's just try to make up for the bad approach. All right, this is, I believe, our 10th hole. It's regular 13, 320 feet. I like this big hyzer. You can kind of go low and try to get a skip, but there's a lot of uneven ground up there, so I don't like the skip. I like taking kind of the high window. It's a little bit smaller of a gap, but it's pretty consistent. And I'm gonna go Sergeant, and just, try to crash it in. The basket is pretty much straight line behind this big pile of trees, so that's why you got to go around it. Oh yeah, I think that's great. I believe this is our 10th hole, regular 14, 330 feet. There's this first main gap. I like to go on the right side. Left side is just too tight. I don't see a way to do it consistently. But you play straight and then you hyzer at the end. This hole's actually right next to the beach. So when it flooded, the whole thing is now a beach. So it's all sandy, so you kind of have to air it there. You don't get very many skips. So we're gonna go explore and try to get it close. really bad. That's about halfway there and in the woods. That's not good. All right, actually worked out a lot better than I thought. So we'll just tap this in. Well, this is our 12th hole, starting the back half, I guess. There's a big gap over to the right, and that's what most people should be taking, especially right-handed players. It's just a straight to hyzer. There are some like forehand gaps, but they're a little bit trickier and a little bit more luck involved. So I'm just going to go culprit. It's kind of like a zone. Something slow, overstable on this right side and let it fade in. The hole's like 240, 250. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Our 13th hole, 270 feet. There's again 2 gaps. You can go left side and kind of straight / hyzer. I'm probably going to go flat to hyzer on the right side, but there is a turnover and a forehand line that work out pretty well. It's mainly just miss that V tree in the middle and you're good. So, but today we're going to go culprit, same hole, same disc we threw in the last hole. The line was good, just really low. We're probably about 45 feet. Again, just low off the tee. I love the line though. It would have been right up there probably if it had some air. Alright, this is our 14th hole. It's actually a new position, relatively new. It's new to me for the last couple times I've been here. But it says it's 360. You have to kind of go left right away to get around these first trees, and then you got to work your way right and then finish straight. So I'm going to try kind of a flex shot that just pans to flat. I'm going to go Explorer. It's pretty low ceiling also, so you really have to punch it hard. Dang. I loved that, but it caught one of the trees in like the 3rd gap up there, so it's pretty good though. So this is what I was talking about. So this is the 2nd gap, and the basket used to be kind of where that light patch is right in front of us here, but then there's like a third gap, and it's another 70 feet past the opening. So pretty good drive. We're putting, so that's good, but we're still, I don't know, 45, 50 feet away. So I guess let's see if we can make this. Let's just roll into it. This would be, I guess, 15, I believe. But anyway, this is in the alternate position in the long. So you see the blue basket. We're not playing that one actually. We get to go around that and probably 200 more feet diagonal, kind of that way. It's super wooded. You can't really get there off the tee. I'm not a huge fan of this hole. I'm basically just going to try to lay up to the short basket and hopefully I birdie that one and then pitch over to the other one. It's a relatively hard hole. It's going to average well over 3, probably over 4 if I had to take a guess. I don't know if they listed it as a par 4 in there. Maybe should have checked. But we're just going to go Makana, little turn over to the short basket. Okay, I didn't turn it quite enough. I mean, I'm putting at the short basket, but it's a little left of the gap. All right, so I have to go, I don't know, 250 feet or so straight over this basket. So I got to go around it, and I should be able to get a flex forehand. We're going to go Pioneer for that. Pretty good. I feel like it's about 30 short though. Just like we thought, a little short. Probably 25 to 30-ish. All right, this is course number, well, it's 20 regularly, it's 16 for the tournament layout. It's just over 300 feet. This is usually one of the windier points. This is where all the rivers kind of connect up here. So it's really open space. We're out of the woods part. There's a couple of gaps you can take on this one. The most consistent one is probably a flex forehand up this middle. Otherwise, there is a turnover if you go left right away from this first tree. And then there's kind of a hyzer line over that way. They took away the Mando for the tournament layout. Mando usually makes you go left. That's one of the flex forehands to play. But this, you can't really get far enough left because you don't get a big skip, and the trees kind of block a swinging hyzer. And it's a little bit windy left to right, headwind. So I'm going to go flex forehand, Pioneer, a little bit more overstable. Okay, it's decent. It's probably like 30 feet left. Turned over a little much in the headwind. This would be hole 17, I believe. About 415-ish. Plays a little bit longer than I think. But there's kind of this right side that I like to take on a flat to hyzer with Ballista Pro. But there is also a left to right if you're a lefty, or if you wanted to go turnover, get a little bit more distance, you can go left of this first tree. But we're just going to go flat to hyzer. Yeah, give her a rip. This is actually one of the first ones where you get to throw a distance driver hard. So, actually, the last time I threw this was when I double bogeyed hole 9, or would have been hole 8 in this layout. But so let's do it better. Well, we threw it a long ways. It's just a little bit to the right. right, hole 18 is kind of a weird one. It's not a normal one. Usually we go that way. We're actually playing to, I don't know, one of the other baskets. It's a 24, I think, from, yeah, 22's tee to 24's basket, but for us, it's hole 18. There's kind of a straight gap. I actually chained out the first time I played it, doing the straight one, but it's not really the smart play. You can go hyzer around this outside, and it's pretty easy. It's just a 270-foot hyzer, so I'm gonna go culprit. It's my more overstable one. Try to hit it flat and just fade it in. Okay, pretty good, probably 20-ish, went a little deep. All right, this hole 19, it's actually a combo hole. It's playing 25 to 26 basket, which is way over there. I think this is about 800. I'm not sure, it might be even a par 5. It's pretty long. I have gotten the 3 before, but it takes really good drive and really good approach. So we're gonna try to throw a rive flex shot on this left side and try to punch it kind of on anhyzer low and hopefully get it to kind of skip up there, and then we'll address it from there. But it's most likely a straight long shot or a hyzer long shot. Dang it. I needed that to finish left a little bit. It definitely didn't. It hit a tree and kicked left, so it's probably pretty short. So I actually ranged it back to the tee, and I'm about 420 feet off the tee, and I'm still like 460 from the basket. So this is definitely playing long. 800 might be like straight line distance, but to actually get around this wall of trees, you have to play it this way. So it plays pretty long. We're just gonna say that. I'm gonna go Ballista Pro and just throw it as hard as I can out on this hyzer line. The wind is actually coming right to left, so if I get it flat, it might actually carry it back to the basket. But we're just gonna chuck it hard. There is a path along this whole left side that's out of bounds. It's within like 30 feet of the basket on the left side, so that's why I'm really going far to the right. That's really good. I actually hit the tree right in front of the basket and then it rolled back a little bit, but that tree is like 15, 20 feet from the basket, so I'm putting. Got it. This is gonna be hole 20 for us. Our second to last hole. It's usually the last hole, 27. We're playing the alternate position on this one. It's the longer one. You kind of just follow this peninsula all the way out to the point, and it's over 400, probably close to like 410 if I had to take a guess. And it's a tight landing zone. They sometimes do a weird OB up there. We're just not going to worry about it. We're just going to maybe throw a good one and get a putt. So we're gonna go rive, same one we teed off on that last one, and try to rip it. We try to just flat to hyzer and just throw it like as hard as possible, and know that it's not gonna like turn over into the water, and I can't fade too early unless I really let go of it early. So, all right, we're going rive. Well, that's fun. I think I slipped on like a leaf or something up there. Oh well, it ended up pretty good, just short and left. This is our last hole, hole 21. I believe this is going to be an island, and I believe this line is where the tee is going to be. I don't know officially, but that's where the U-disc pin is dropped. So it says this is the tee, and it doesn't say anything about island, but that's just what I heard. So we're just going to say there's like a 30-foot circle around the basket. If we're outside of that, we'll, I don't know, take a penalty stroke or something. But anyway, 206 feet according to U-disc. Last one, we're going to throw a culprit and hopefully just get it close. Yeah, that should be in the island. We just finished our round here at Pettibone, playing the Boneyard Open layout. Shot pretty good. Other than that double bogey, we got quite a few birdies. If my math is right, I think I was 12 down. I'll put a little number up if I'm wrong, but I think I was about 12 down, which is good. Anything over 10, I'll take. Out here, there's some tough holes, and you can get into trouble pretty quick. So. Or you could go OB twice on one hole and get a 6. So yeah, pretty good round. There's still time to sign up if I get this video out on time. Hopefully I will. But there's time to sign up. The tournament's October 19th, 2024, if you're watching this in the future. But yeah, hopefully we see some people out here. I think there's like 50 people signed up already, so that's pretty decent turnout around this area. So yeah, thanks for joining with this video. It's always fun making these. I like playing all the courses in the area, not just the same ones that I'm always playing. So yeah, thank you. See you next time. See ya.